Hey, Paul Counts here, and I want to show you a really cool method that I've been using that really helps me uncover some niches that I never thought could be profitable. And this is a really surefire way for uncovering niche markets to help you set up AdSense websites, affiliate websites, websites where you might sell physical products from, websites where you could even, be building a good subscriber list in. So this is a really cool strategy that I've been using. I'm over here on a website called Flippa.com. Many of you have probably already heard about it. It's a marketplace where people go to buy and sell websites. I spent some time here, because typically I'm trying to look for websites to acquire. I've actually sold some, listed some websites here as well. But as I got on Flippa more often, I realized that right under my nose was some really awesome niche research because what you see here, you can actually look through some of these some of these websites for sale. So if you just browse through their site, and what I try to look for, is websites that are generating some sort of revenue. And you can do that by narrowing things down, like under you can check like website visitors. You can go down here to net profit. Like maybe you want to say you want to find a site that's generated 5,000. Whoops. 5,000 to 100,000, let's say. And you're not really looking here to, because you really aren't out here to look for, a website to buy. What you're looking for are profitable websites. And so you can kind of narrow down, play with those numbers to see what kind of things, So like, for example, this firearms broker website, has generated 60,000, or it looks like around $5,000 in profit, $20,000 in revenue. So there you go. So this person's doing something, with the firearms market. A few of the listings I found as I browse around. Now, there's no like, specific pattern that I go through. It's one of those things where you'll want to check it out maybe once a week. Go to Flippa, check out their listings, look at ending soon, go through their listings there. But I found some listings recently that really stuck out to me, and I'll show you, kind of what I'm looking for and that kind of stuff. You'll see here, this one attracted me. It was called a dropship business, meaning they don't have to warehouse any of the products. Now, you could also be an affiliate for these type of products, but what really interested me was the fact that they were actually generating $120,000. And at one point, as the listing went on back in 2006, they were doing over a $500,000 in sales per year. And they actually supplied all their tax return data, all the due diligence you would need to verify that they are for real. And what's interesting is their traffic wasn't, absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, they have good traffic. They get a good amount of visitors, but it wasn't like you would expect. They didn't even get 100,000 visitors in 2010. They only got 58,000. So every visitor in this niche market was actually worth 58,000 total visitors for 2010 and over $120,000 in revenue. So every single visitor, that means every single person that landed on the website, was worth at least $2 to them. That is huge. That is outstanding. So what I did here is I browsed through here, was took a look. I mean, this is a very basic website. You're probably going, you've got to be kidding me, and that's what I was saying. Here's a super basic business, and they're generating $120,000 in revenues, and their profit margins was about 30 to 40%. So they're making about $30 to 40,000. And at one point they did $500,000 in sales, but the person that's selling it, just wanted to get out of the market and wasn't devoting the time to it because he had other projects. So this would be a huge opportunity. And again, we're not looking at this to buy, but we're looking at this for the type of products. Like I didn't even think of these type of products, but these are called inflatable air supported pool domes. So people spend, the average purchase price on this site was $900. So I guarantee you that you could go out to Amazon and find, an air supported pool dome, or something like that, that you could actually become an affiliate for. In fact, let's just go to Amazon.com right now and let's type in pool dome, and we'll see what we can find. So let's see here. Like for example, here's a sun dome, $2,800. So you could make a nice hefty commission on that. And there's several different products and ideas here. Sundome pool cover, $1,600. You notice, these are high ticket products and very specialized products at that. And so that really attracted me. Aluminum awnings, things that go out over somebody's porch. So I just kind of looked through the type of products, custom boat covers. I never even thought of custom boat covers, as a niche market, till I saw this. So wanted to at least show you kind of the power just with that one. And that was found just on Flippa by browsing around. Another really cool one that I came across, which is actually a niche that after reviewing it more, I'm thinking of actually jumping into it as well. But it is for it's a website called Metformin Side Effects, and I had no clue what metformin was until I kind of did a little bit of research on it, and it turns out it's a drug that people with diabetes get. And interestingly enough, this website here is getting 14,000 visitors per month. 14,000 visitors per month and $800 per month in AdSense. And if you, what really blows me away is how simple this website is. Like I went through here, they have, I believe, 14 articles total. The website was actually registered. It was in beginning of the year. Let's see. Actually, it was established October 2010, so that was about less than a year ago, and they're already getting 14,000, unique views, 25,000 page views, and these are all verifiable results through their web stats. They're not just pulling these numbers out of their hat because it looks good, but they're actually literally generating these kind of revenues through Google AdSense, and you can see here. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible what they've done. They're getting about 800 something a month. They're targeting a niche, metformin. They're doing side effects. You could go through all the different drugs out there and the generic drugs and things like that. Create mini websites around those. Hire a ghostwriter to create content on it. You could go out there, and create these sites, with 10 or so articles on them that are unique articles, build some backlinks to them, go to fiverr.com and hire somebody to get you some backlinks, pay them $5, budget maybe 10, 20, $30, sit back, let your site, generate some traffic. But what's interesting with Google AdSense, it's a medical related term, so therefore you can actually generate that much more, in overall income. So it's just pretty, it was just pretty eye-opening and pretty interesting to me, when I took a look at it. So that was one niche market where I was just like, sitting there going, you've got to be kidding me. And this is how they're making their money with this basic Google AdSense right here, on their websites. They've got this basic Google AdSense, $800 a month. That's $9,600 per year, about $10,000 a year. That they could be making off this site because this is several months of averages. So you'd take 10 websites and you'd have a six-figure income. So that blew me away. I didn't even think of metformin either. Just like I didn't think of boat covers being a good niche market till I realized it right there. So these were all found on Flippa.com. Again, like I said, there's no rocket science. There's no scientific strategy to browsing Flippa. I just go there every once in a while to browse. Sometimes I'm looking for businesses to purchase. Other times I'm just there to browse. I'll show you one other example that grabbed my attention. It was two diet niche sites. It came with 900 AWeber leads, 1,200 visits a month, and you're probably going, well, that's not that great of traffic, and it really wasn't. But this YouTube video with 120,000 views, that kind of attracted me, or the YouTube account. So I was looking at it and I noticed the keyword that they're ranked for and getting a lot of it was called Zone Diet Menu, which is a particular kind of diet, and they actually display this in their listing.
The zone
And this isn't the best video that I've ever seen, but it's gotten about 80,000 views. So I'm telling you, you could probably create a video about the Zone Diet Menu plan if you learned about it, create a video about it, and obviously there's a demand if that many people on YouTube are looking at it. So, again, I just want to point out just all the transparency that goes on Flippa.com and on these other business for sale sites, especially Flippa.com. I mean, it's out there in the open. You see when they registered the domain, you see how much traffic they're getting, you see how much revenue they're generating. It'll tell you like things like how big their list is that they've built from this niche market. You'll see it, if they have a list with their listing. Some of them don't, some do though. If they have a video like this one of almost 80,000 views, you could create a similar video to that. So It's a very powerful thing. And so that's flippa.com. And there's a couple other websites I want to direct you to that might give you some ideas. And these ones aren't as good as flippa.com. And the reason they're not as good is because these sites list some good products, and you can find or good websites, and you can find some good niches. But these other ones I'm going to mention aren't as transparent as Flippa. Whereas, because typically website business brokers, which as you guys have known, I actually sell websites for people on occasion, and I've done that. But on a lot of these, you aren't as transparent. You let the people that are interested contact you. You don't leave everything in the open. In Flippa, it's generally more, just people like you and myself that are just selling your own businesses, and so you have no problem leaving it all out there in the open. And so Flippa is more transparent for your niche research, but also websiteproperties.com. Will list websites for sale, and you can find quite a few different ones. And this one's kind of interesting because it shows their cash flow, meaning how much profit they're making per year. So you can see that this one, for example, is making $450,000 per year. So you could actually go there. You could even contact them if you really wanted to. Um, and you can see kind of what kind of thing they're doing. This person's in the niche of selling software, and they're doing about $450,000 in profits, a year. So that could tell you, okay, well, I should be an affiliate, and sell Microsoft and Adobe ethical copies and licenses. Of course, that's what this person was. Here's another one, dropship business. They're doing about over $1 million, almost $2 million in gross income, and they are actually just out there, creating business cards. And they're just doing business cards. You could find an affiliate for business cards. You could find a drop shipper for business cards, meaning, a drop shipper meaning somebody that would actually, after the order's placed, they would actually deliver the item, create the item, customize it, and send it off to your customer. And this person, just with business cards, literally is doing over almost $2 million, almost $350,000 in profits per year. So, am I saying you're going to hit these numbers? No, but I'm showing that there's people having success in these markets. And who would have thought to have a business that's turnkey with business cards that could do almost $2 million a year? So there's just a lot more, a lot more opportunities. So as you scroll down here, here's outdoor furniture. They're doing almost $760,000 in revenues. Blog software training membership, e-commerce nursery retailer. So these are all on websiteproperties.com. Another site where you can find websites for sale is businessbroker.net, businessbroker.net, and just look under type of business, and you'll look for like technology and internet, or it'll be like retail e-commerce, depending on how they have that set up correctly. So, like for this example, on Business Broker, we're just going to go with technology internet and just do search now. And it's going to bring back, internet type companies with their selling price, which will give you good indication, their revenue generated, if any. Lots of just lots of cool little things to take a look at. So you can kind of just kind of browse through there and see what kind of products they're selling and see how you could apply that to your business. So it totally will open your eyes to a lot of possibilities. I just got distracted looking at at a few of these options right here. Like here's one with the transportation, international services. So just very niche specific, and niches you probably never thought of that could be profitable. Businessesforsale.com is another very very good one as well. You can search by, just on their homepage, businesses for sale. Just click on Internet Businesses for Sale. You'll find all kinds of other options as well. So, and then there's lots of options, and you can kind of raise it up there too. So you could say, hey, I want to only look at internet businesses with a cash flow of, of let's say 25,000 to 500,000. and then that will kind of narrow down, the good ones that are out there that you could actually look into. So the point of doing again all this is to define that there is a market for some of these things. There are people out there making money selling within these niche markets. Like for example, golf retailer, they're asking about $1 million, over $250,000 a year in profit. So obviously the golf market would be huge. And you could go in there and take a look at the golf market. So that's businesses for sale. Finally, the last one is called bizbuysell.com, bizbuysell.com. And you just want to again look for e-commerce is kind of what we're looking for. So internet business. Let's see. And you could find B2C, which means business to consumer. That would probably be good. So these are internet businesses. Here's one. They're selling laptop batteries. That could be again products that you could set up an affiliate store, be an affiliate for Amazon or eBay Partner Network or some other site. So without rambling and just keep going on, I just wanted to show you guys the potential here of finding some really cool niche markets, just like I did. And you're welcome to take those niches that I did. I mean, like the side effects for certain pharmaceutical drugs and things like that is very hot, incredibly hot topics. And there's great monetization that can be done with CPA offers, Google AdSense, using the Yahoo form of ads, doing all kinds of stuff. There's lots of money to be made, in the medical type field. And that was one that I found. An online resume writing business. Just some really, really cool niches. Popular baseball and softball stores selling baseball and softball equipment. You could, be an affiliate or figure out how to do drop shipping, which is a topic I'm going to share with you guys in the near future. But I wanted to just uncover this because niche research is so important to your online business, and especially if you can branch into some other niche markets, you'd be amazed at what actually could happen. And I'll just show you guys one other auction here on Flippa here. Like for example, let's see, it's ending soon. Let's see if it'll let me search for it. And here's another good example just by browsing here. 18,240 AdSense profits, over a million and a half page views, and then you could actually go look at their website, see what kind of stuff they're doing. Everything is verified. This would be a website that I would want to click on, and actually go check out. So really, really interesting. What kind of things you can find out here. So it's just very, very intriguing. So let's type in, what was it called? I'm just going to pull it up here because it's one I've actually been bidding on. It was one that I was just, blown away, right here. So here is the listing name. And it's called My Snazzy Chicken Coop. And what really got me with this niche market was that they had already built a list in the chicken coop niche market, mind you, of 8,000 people. They talked about how they went about generating it. You can actually see their blog. I actually went here, I'll be dead honest with you guys. I actually went here, saw actually how they were using their sidebar to collect their leads, and I actually swiped, their similar copy, but of course made it work on my site, on paulcounts.com. And lo and behold, my opt-ins are going up because I went to a site where I was like, hey, the way they're displaying their, to get people on their list obviously is working because they're sending people just to their blog. They're not really sending them to a squeeze page at all, according to what their listing said. And they've gotten over 8,000 subscribers in the chicken coop niche market, and they have not even been around all that long. They've in July will be a full year, and they're generating about $1,800 a month with that list. So it's just really cool. They're in a niche market. They're not even chicken coop experts. They outsourced all this material. They have found an English-speaking writer on an outsourcing site. It's just amazing the opportunity, that's sitting there on Flippa. I took this idea, and it's already helped me get more subscribers through my blog just by seeing something they were doing, and so if nothing else, Flippa should inspire you, because you go to the site and you're like, this is nothing spectacular, but they have over 3,000 Facebook fans. They've generated over 8,000 subscribers onto their list, and they're just going after a hot niche market, which happens to be chicken coops. So you could go into that niche market, and you could build a full-fledged business within this niche, or you could build a basic blog. It does not have to be fancy. This is a basic blog here, and they're generating huge income. So I just don't want to keep like beating a dead horse. You guys obviously get, the power behind this method. So I just want to encourage you guys to go out, go to flippa.com, at least go there, use some of the other sites I mentioned, but flippa.com will just open your eyes to lots of potential niches that you could be going into and profiting from. So thanks a lot, and stay tuned for more tips and training.